All right, Fundamentals 101 fall term. In case you don't have too much piano experience, I'm going to take a few minutes to reiterate what we talked about in class, so you find your way around this what may seem as utterly confusing, but really not that bad once you see the pattern. So remember, we've got these three different sets. We've got the sets of 3, and we got the sets of 2 black keys, right? This is how you differentiate between what's what and what's where. And if you look between here and here, it pretty much repeats from here to here and from here to here. So all you have to really know is, to get started, is what happens between here and here, and then it just basically repeats. It's pretty simple, right? So when I taught elementary keyboard, I always used to talk about the small mountains and the big mountains and the small mountains and the big mountains, okay? So just to the left of the small mountains, you have C, okay? Just to the left of the big mountains, you have F. Everything goes alphabetical, right? If this is C, then obviously that's D. I hope that you know that's E. This is F, G, A, B, and C. Okay? It doesn't matter where you start. You can start at A. Okay? It doesn't really matter that all the notes are the same. This is always G. This is always F, etc., etc. That's always F. This is C. Okay. Now, what do we do with the black keys? Okay? Well, as you know, you may have heard, as we go this way on the piano, the pitch goes lower, right? And the opposite is the same for here. We go higher in pitch. So when we go lower, a lot of times we will make a note what we call flat. Sort of like if you squish something down to make it flat. If I take this B and I go down a half step, which is the smallest step you can make, this becomes B flat. Okay? If I'm here, this is A, this becomes A flat, G, G flat, F, F flat, C, C flat. So now we're like, wait a second, there's 2 names for this note, and we call that enharmonic. That means that there's 2 ways to know a note. It depends on the context in which you're speaking, okay? So don't freak out about that. Now, we know what we do when we diminish a note. What happens when we go the other way? Because sometimes we don't always make things flat. Sometimes we make them sharp, like the tip of a pen is sharp, okay? So if this is G, which it is in fact G, this is G sharp. This is A, this would be A sharp. But wait a second, Dr. Hollingsworth, you said this was B flat. Well, B flat and A sharp are the same note on the piano or any instrument, but on paper, they're different. It depends in what context, and we're going to learn that throughout the year. This could be either one, and depending upon the relationship to everything else is whether you would call it flat or whether you would call it sharp. Okay? So that's your basic keyboard awareness. There's your A. Everything goes up by alphabet. I like to start at C because there's no flats or sharp in that key signature, which if you don't know that, you'll get there. Don't worry. But C, C sharp, D, D flat, D, D sharp, E, E flat, E, E sharp, F, F flat, F sharp, G or G flat, A, G, G sharp, A or A flat. Okay, and then once you got that, you're good to go. And then I'll just tell you one more thing. The distance between here and here is called an octave because of the 8 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know we didn't count these, but we'll get to that, and there's a reason why. Okay, so happy practicing.